This on the air this past Sunday with Chef Jeremy Parker, and over 3,200 of these were ordered. A lot of people are wondering, how much propane do I have left? Well, if you lift up the tank, it's not going to tell the story. If you hit the button on this Henning Lee powered digital LCD display propane tank gas gauge, which I know is a mouthful.
That was a big one.
That's a big one. This is going to tell you that that has 95% propane inside.
You know, and David, like you said, two ways you can check a tank. One is to lift it, guess how much is in there. The other way is maybe you had one of these old needle ones. You know, the dial, the needle. The problem with these ones, they just weren't accurate, David. Sometimes on a cold winter night, it would tell you your tank's empty when you had a half a tank. Or on a really hot day out in Arizona, it might say that you have a half tank when it's empty. So for the first time ever, Henning Lee created, this is the only one in the world of its kind. We're the only ones at QVC that have it. You press this button right here, it will calculate it and tell you down to the last drop exactly how much gas you have. So you never have to take your tank back early when you have gas left. If you did that, you know, they charge you what, 20, 25 bucks? It doesn't matter how much gas they put in it, you just exchange it. And for one price.
Think about this for campers too, because you're using propane tanks for all kinds of power sources, and you need to know how much gas is there. Let's say it's a holiday, like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Your car is buried 4 cars deep in the driveway, right? Because there are all the guests behind you. And then suddenly you run out of propane. Now, where are you going to go to find propane? On the 4th of July.
Exactly.
Now, your first challenge is to get your car out.
Yeah.
Your second challenge is to find a place that is open that has propane, and third, that won't gouge you when the price becomes a part of the conversation. Now, we have this available for you in red, black, and blue. Blue is available on QVC.com. So we have.
I think we have one right here.
Oh, is that the blue?
This is the blue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It looks a little gray. I'm kind of colorblind, so I can't really tell.
All right, so here is the blue. That's a Henning Lee blue.
Yep.
And then we have the gray. Or no, that one's also blue. No, that one's black.
The black here.
Black.
And then the red, yeah.
Okay, there is the colors on the front. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
So, red, black, and blue.
Yeah.
Now, blue is the most limited. Only 1,500 remain. It's important for everyone to know exactly how much propane they have remaining. This works on any propane tank, 5 to 40 pounds, right?
That's right. Yeah, your standard 20-pound tank there with the standard connection here. And I do want to point out that this is all brass, so don't worry. This is going to live outside on your grill. It will never oxidize. It'll never rust. Right here, the screen turns on for about 10 seconds. If I don't have anything on, I'll do this here, so that it'll save the battery. It'll light up. You see there's nothing there because it's not attached, it says 0. Also, if you have a leak or maybe it's not connected, it has an automatic shut off, so it's a safety valve. Now you don't need tools to put it on. I'm just going to hand tighten it here. Then I'm going to take the connection.
These are all standard connections,
Just standard connection, and you're just gonna hand tighten. It just goes right between the hose in the tank, the toes. That's the hose in the tank when you add it together. Then you don't forget to turn on your gas. Now press this down for a couple of seconds. It calculates it, and it will tell you exactly down to the last drop how, again, this is
95% full.
This one's great.
That one's ready to go for your whole holiday barbecue. Or maybe it's a fire pit, or maybe it's for your camper and its power source.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. Now, nobody, and I mean nobody, has this except us.
Yeah.
Henning Lee did this just for QVC. It's the only order of 2025 and not available anywhere else, even overseas.
Nowhere else. So if you want to get a gift, if you've got like the son-in-law that you don't know who to buy for and he grills, this is one to get him, that he'll be the only one on his block that has it, and everybody will be jealous.
And everybody who has ever run out of propane will be wanting one of these. And when they're gone, who knows if we'll get them back in stock. Get yours now while you can. The color may not be all that important to you. If it is, shop the color that you're after. This is the red. We also have it in blue. This is the blue. And then we have it in the black. All of these come together very, very similar. There's no assembly except you connect your propane tank to this
That's
device.
right. It has a battery in it, so there's a little piece of plastic that you pull out. That's all you have to do. And then you can turn the screen around. If you have it face the other way, it's fine. And again, it's a standard connection here. It's just finger tightened. So I'm going to close this. And let me just put this back on for you and show you. Again, this just goes in between your gas and the hose. So instead of using, you might have tried these guys, and again, these aren't accurate because, David, whether the temperature, if it's hot or cold, it can affect how this reads. So for the first time ever, Henning Lee, which is a family-owned company out of Minnesota, and we love them. They innovate items in the kitchen, around the house. They, as Mark Charles calls it, they create the better mousetrap for things. They invented this to tell you exactly how much gas you will have to the last drop. You never have to take your tank back early. It will save you, it'll pay for itself if you just saved a couple of trips replacing the tank when you don't have to. And also, you won't run out when if you're just picking it up or maybe using the old
A lot of
needle
places
ones.
for these kinds of tanks are self-serve. There's no one there to monitor how much gas you're returning.
Right.
So if you don't know, you could be returning one that is half to 3/4 full, right?
Yeah, I've done that. I took one back to my buddy over at Ace Hardware over here, and he's like, Jeremy, you know you got about a third of tank. I'm like, well, I didn't know. Now I do, because I've got this. So again, I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna put it back on. Okay, so you just, no tools needed. You take this off here, and again, this is all brass. If there's any leaks in this, don't worry. It has an automatic shutoff valve. You're just gonna hand tighten it here, okay? And then I grab this here, and whether you have a Blackstone or a gas grill or your heaters in the wintertime, this is just the best way to know exactly how much gas you have. Let me turn this on here, press that button. It'll light up. See that screen lights up when it gets dark? So they thought of everything. It'll stay on about 10 seconds. It turns off to save the battery. David, every grill, every gas propane tank should have a gauge
Every
like this.
cook should have this, whether you are a man or a woman. I think there are a lot of people who are like, what a perfect Father's Day gift. If Dad does all the grilling, great.
Yeah.
But in my house growing up, Mom did all the grilling. She taught us how to grill. So this is going to be a perfect gift for the moms out there or anybody who is doing the grilling, no matter what your gender. So this is why something like this becomes so very important. Mother's Day right around the corner.
Yeah.
Father's Day around the next corner.
Yeah.
And who knows, by the end of next month, Memorial Day arrives.
Oh.
That's the beginning, the unofficial beginning of summer. So a lot of you are looking to do some barbecuing. Now you know exactly how much propane you have left or how much you're dealing with in that propane tank before you get started.
Yeah, and no doing this like, let me check this. You know, I got two. This one's a little bit lighter than this one. And let's just see, again, this one here has, press the button down, it calculates it to the last drop. Whether you have a hose attached over here, so you got 75 of this guy here. All right, and then you can see this one was 95. That's pretty good, David. It was a little bit lighter, I could feel it. But again, you press the button, it even has a light there, so if it's at nighttime and you're underneath looking at it, you know how much you have. It is the most accurate gauge that you will own. And QVC, this is why we shop, this is why I watch QVC, to find things that are brand new inventions that you can't get anywhere else.
500 are gone in this presentation. Another 500 people are waiting to order theirs. And add that to what has already been ordered this past weekend since Sunday. 3,700 of these have been ordered, and you're not going to find this anywhere else. Anywhere else. Henning Lee made this just for QVC. So this is an opportunity for you to pick it up now or pick up several of these if you have a vacation home, if you have a vacation property, or if you've got a fire pit and you've got a regular gas grill, you've got a camper, whatever the case may be, we're going to help you know exactly how much propane is in that tank.
That's right. Maybe you have an RV, a boat, a motorhome. It's perfect. And again, you don't have to do the pick it up thing. And it's just so much more accurate than the old needles. I know I keep showing this one because a lot of us had these, but I got frustrated because they show different temperatures depending on the our pressure points. How much gas it is depending on the temperature. This is the most accurate one.
This is perfect. Don't miss out on your opportunity. Everyone is looking to add something great to their arsenal for their outdoor cooking. And when you're in control at the grill top, your recipes turn out better and you feel better about the whole experience. That's where the joy comes back in, right?
That's right.
All right, so we'll encourage everyone to stay on the line, and we're going to show you how you can make fire be gone with just one little spray. Now, let's come over here. I'm going to walk